Hello out there in TV land. This is Salacious B. Crumb.
All right.
All right.
Let's move on.
Cleaner.
Let's move on.
Diversity.
What what about the new Boba Fett, man?
I disapprove
Book of
because
Boba
there's a
Fett.
white Twi'lek. Not allowed.
That's
Also,
not
that's
white.
yellow face.
That's sort of tannish, right?
I was trying to pull back in the other audience, man. I'm on their side. Both of these could have been people of, well, I mean, a different color.
What? Anyway, so Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett released a trailer this week for the new Disney Plus series. As many people have tuned off of Disney Plus, this might bring some back. What about you, Blood Axe? I know you've been upset with Disney Plus for a while, so but Star Wars, dude.
I'm not upset with Disney Plus per se. More upset with the decisions that have been made by the executives at Lucasfilm and also at Marvel. Not going to name any names because they're just they don't deserve to be on our show. So looking at the trailer, I've got mixed feelings about it. The fact that we have Tatooine again, and then the next series is going to be Kenobi on Tatooine again. I would like something fresh with it when it comes to Star Wars. The other thing that I have concerns about is the fact that they're trying to get away from the whole crime boss scene. We're trying to incorporate into a group. It's like, dude, that's not how bounty hunters and villains work.
Hey, he's not a bounty hunter.
So, I know, and that's what bothered me because when you say Star Wars bounty hunter, first thing comes to mind is
Boba the Fett.
Anybody? Boba Fett, exactly. I mean, there are songs about Boba Fett.
His backpack
being
has
a bounty
jets.
hunter.
He's Boba
Exactly.
the Fett.
He
So,
bounty hunts for Jabba Hutt to finance his
Those are
vet.
my concerns. Now, some of the curious things that I've found while watching it is Boba apparently has been taking some kind of back to baths or something because his eyebrows have grown back. His skin has has improved. It's not as scarred and deformed as it was before. I think there was a scene earlier on where he's putting on the helmet. You can see his face pretty good. But that's interesting is he's healing up some way, shape, fashion, or form. But also the Twi'leks. They're bringing back the Twi'leks again. And one of them is a famous actress from a single movie in the 80s. Her name is Jennifer Bills, and she was in Flashdance. So everyone is familiar with Flashdance. And being 57, yeah, she still looks great.
That should be our thumbnail.
Oh, yeah, there you go. See, Blood Axe, we got this. That's the thumbnail.
I'll pop it up there. I'll try to see if I can get a artwork for the Book of Fett and put it in the corner as well. But yeah, it's an eight episode series. They've already leaked the titles of them, so it looks like there's going to be some kind of transitionary period. The one thing that I'm hoping that they don't do, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do it, is show how we got out of the Sarlacc pit. And the reason I say that, and people will disagree with me, but the reason I say I don't want to see that is my head canon is probably more interesting than what they will come up with. The same thing that happened with the Solo film and the Kessel Run. What they did really ruined my head canon because the idea, the fantasy, the possibilities, the discussions that we could have get ruined because now it's canon and your canon sucks. So I'm hoping they do not go back in time and show that. That's one of my biggest things I hope they don't do. But if they do, I hope they do it well. I just don't see that being a good idea in my opinion. What do you guys think about the Book of Fett coming out in December?
I mean, I'm definitely going to check it out. I enjoyed The Mandalorian. I thought it was a really good series. This seems to be going, continuing on from that. So I don't see myself ignoring this when it comes out. It's not that far away, December 29th. So it's right around some New Year's, which I'll have some time off from work. So it'll be easy to watch it. Now the only thing is they release it one episode at a time. Then I'll probably end up just sort of waiting for a few episodes to build up before I watch it. Because I still can't do the one episode at a time thing, man. The Netflix spoiled the crap out of me there for a while, and ever since I can't do it anymore. I have to wait for there to be a nice handful of episodes.
That's why I respect Netflix.
But,
go ahead, man.
Well, if that's the case, Xena, then I'm probably going to have to do a solo Book of Boba Fett individual episode review on our channel. I'll probably do a day of, because it's one of those things that I'm passionate about in Star Wars, and I do like to get that my feelings and my interpretation of what's going on out there quickly, just so we can create some good discussion. But
I mean, I'll force myself. I'll force myself to watch an episode at a time so that I can join you in those. I didn't think about that. You do make a good point there. You know, I have to make some sacrifices for the show. I'll definitely painfully watch the episode at a time.
I can watch it. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna be painful for me, just because while I like Boba Fett, I will completely back up Blood Axe that I thought he was going to be doing something more interesting. So at this point, I'm kind of like, I'll watch it, but unless there's an interesting twist and turn, I want to kind of be a legit businessman Boba Fett is not nearly as interesting as I'm going to be the scuzzy underworld crime boss Boba Fett I was hoping for.
Yeah.
So they already kind of lost me. Plus, we won't start this off because I'm worried I'm going to set off Blood Axe, but there's been some interesting talk about some of the ideas that I think it's Feig or whatever it has, and I'm losing faith in him very quickly from some of the things I've heard that he wants to do at Marvel. So, and I mean, who's doing this? Is this Favreau or Feig doing this one?
This is Favreau and Filoni's group that are doing the Book of Boba
okay.
Fett.
Well, that's a little better hope because
Kevin Feige is working on a film, more like, I think he's like an executive producer for an upcoming film, but they haven't named what it is. But because Favreau and Filoni are the ones kind of running the show, I do have some hope, and mainly because of the fact that they've always pulled back from some of the interesting things that George Lucas had brought as concept. So in the very beginning, you see the spider walking around. And that was one of the things George Lucas wanted in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. But now we have much better technology. You can actually make a more interesting character with that spider. It's like in the very, very beginning, Xena.
It's a very, very beginning shot. It's like
very beginning.
Oh, the spider.
Talk about the little spider with the little.
Second.
I mean, I agree with you, man, on that. They've earned it. Now that I know it's them, they have earned enough of my respect that they've earned me watching at least a couple of episodes. They absolutely have. So there you go. Like I Favreau, Filoni, I will sit down and at least watch 2 or 3 episodes of this to see what they got. But I'm not looking forward to anything going on with Marvel. Oh my god, I hate Ironheart so much.
Me neither. And I'll watch this. The only Star Wars series that I will boycott and not watch at all is going to be The Acolyte. I will refuse to watch The Acolyte when it comes out.
What happened with that? Did they renew who's contract? I don't like. Wasn't that supposed to be settled by now?
Well, Double K, I've been able to find the definitive answer to that, but it's coming up. I think November 22nd or 23rd.
Why is it always getting pushed back? Because I could have sworn those would come up earlier. Like they keep seeming to push that back. That every time I hear about it, it's further out. Every time.
No, it was always November. But I've researched it, and I can't find anything where it's been announced or nothing confirmed anyway. But if they do renew her and she is still over Star Wars, Lucasfilm, I will terminate my my subscription to Disney Plus, and then they can fuck themselves. Oh yeah, I will. I that's how I will protest peacefully.
You know I support that. Me and my infamous grudges. Like I still don't own a Sony. Like I'm all for it, man. Like, do it.
Okay. He's called him salacious crumb. So I looked salacious up in the dictionary because I wasn't really sure what the word meant. And it said something like one who gets enjoyment from the misfortunes of others. So I said, okay, salacious by name, salacious by nature. And that's when I made him into the cheerleader for the Rancor Pit Monster. It's like, oh yeah, listen to Bones Crunch. You know?